track that was super catchy and had a lot of strong lyrical jabs, because whether it was making fun of Joey for always rapping about how he is back, which it really feels like he has been doing for like the past 5 years at this point, saying that he didn't just allude to something that Kendrick did in the past like his Control verse, which we saw on the cypher already, but Joey was really trying to send a message to him as he said, "I salute you, Kenny, but I know you well aware. You look beef has been brewing for so long," as he goes back all the way to reference his Control response in 2013 with Illuminati Part 2 and says that that was the last time that he really dissed Kendrick, and that Kendrick really knows what all of this is.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on? We're back with another banger. Yes, sir. Today we got how Joey Badass just started a war with Kendrick Lamar and TDE. So if you're new here, don't forget that big red subscribe button and that like button. We're on the road to 800. So the more of you guys hit that subscribe button, the closer we'll get to hitting 800. It costs you $0, so I don't want to hear it. Come join the family. Now, that being said, y'all know last reaction we seen Joey Badass and Joey Badass, Big Sean, and somebody else. I keep forgetting his name. It's probably gonna click, or he's gonna show it. So y'all know what I mean. But they did a battle rap, and it was something no one's seen in a very long time. And I'm glad they're bringing this shit back. So y'all, let me know how y'all feeling about that, and let's get into this video. Let's get it.
Now, if you are excited that real lyrical hip-hop and competition is back in rap music right now, and there is gonna be nobody who's gonna whine and sue about it this time, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so everyone can see how important this moment we are all seeing right now truly is. And now, with that said, when it comes to what's happening in hip-hop right now, it's been quite the past few days for the genre, because ever since Joey, Absol, and Big Sean dropped their Red Bull Spiral freestyle cypher, we have been seeing a non-stop lyrical bar fest from MCs, which has so far featured a diss track from Top Dog Entertainment's very own Ray Vaughn, and with everything he said to Joey there, he really made a great and memorable track. And now what has seemingly become the most important track in this entire lyrical clash, and what may have just brought us to the next chapter, is Joey Badass's new diss, The Finals. Because with this song, not just did Joey respond to Ray Vaughn in less than 24 hours after Ray Vaughn responded to Joey in less than 24 hours before that, which is already showing that real lyrical hip-hop and competition has never been more back.
Yes, sir.
But in this track, Joey called out Top Dog Entertainment directly and disrespected the label and really the entire West Coast. And most importantly, and what may just play out and create one of the biggest moments we have seen in hip-hop in so long, all comes from the fact that on this track, Joey did something that no other rapper has. And he challenged Kendrick Lamar by name this time to get into a rap battle with him. And with this, well, as Kendrick Lamar has told us in the past that if you say his name on a song, you will see him pop out. The rap battle of the century may have just started, and with how many names are being pulled into this thing, which ranges...
So Joey Badass physically dissed Kendrick Lamar and put him in the song. And hey, Fantastic Hip Hop did just say, Kendrick said, if you put me in a song, I will pop out. You feel me? So let's see if Kendrick Lamar pops out with a diss to Joey Badass. I feel like we might have another rap beef going on. Kendrick Lamar versus Joey Badass. Well, shit, he wants all of TDE. That's what he's saying. He calling out Kendrick Lamar and TDE. So this nigga really trying to walk all TDE down, man. What y'all think? Do y'all think Joey Badass can, one, take on Kendrick Lamar, and then two, take on all of TDE? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. You feel me? Let's get it.
Right now, from Ice Spice all the way to Kendrick Lamar at the top, who knows where this is gonna go? But now, before we go any further into all of this and really see where this track is about to take hip-hop and all of the MCs involved next, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And so now, with that said, with all that is going on in rap, I mean, right now, to be a hip-hop head, it is really an amazing time, because right now I think I speak for all of us when I say, if you love bars, you are sitting back and watching all of these lyricists get to work. And now, well, after the Red Bull Spiral cypher, Ray Vaughn came back with a diss track that was super catchy and had a lot of strong lyrical jabs, because whether it was making fun of Joey for always rapping about how he is back, which it really feels like he has been doing for like the past 5 years at this point, saying that Joey should stay as an actor, or even saying that he let Ice Spice become the king of New York, which in all honesty is so disrespectful. I mean, with stuff like
this, hella disrespectful. If you're an MC and somebody did another MC diss you and say shut the fuck up, nigga, basically telling you to shut the fuck up, that you let Ice Spice take over and be the new king / queen of New York. You feel me? She putting on for both sides. You feel me? That's what he's saying. You feel me?
This, we are really getting to witness what MCs can do when they are getting those pens working against their competitors, and for what Ray Vaughn needed to achieve with this track, especially as a new MC who is trying to build a name and show that he can actually put his pen where it needs to be when it matters. I mean, shout out to him, he is showing that he can be a star. But now with Joey's new track, The Finals, as I've been saying, this whole Ray Vaughn beef for Joey has been nothing more than an undercard and a warm-up in terms of how he is treating this, because now more than ever, Joey revealed here what his true intentions with the run he is on really is. And of course, with that, what he is really trying to gain from all of this and do, which isn't beef with Ray or Daylight, despite how skilled either of them are and how good they have been doing with what they are releasing. But of course, who Joey wants to back and forth with is none other than Kendrick Lamar. And with the setup of this track, no matter how you feel about all these tracks and who you think is winning, just speaking objectively in terms of what Joey did here, he has done more to get Kendrick to respond and engage in this than any other MC has, because over everything else which we are about to get into, when we look at this thing from the most basic and fundamental—
Hold on, before he gets into that, and I know, why you gonna keep pausing? Shut up, nigga. You feel me? Listen, he's smart. Joey Badass is smart as fuck for doing what he's doing. He's not going straight for Kendrick, boom. You know, like going boom, straight for Kendrick. He might have in the past. I never knew about it. You feel me? But it seems like he's going after TDE. He's going after the members in TDE first, and then he's going for Kendrick. So he's like, I'm going to call out everybody in TDE, so then you know I'm really about my business, about my shit. You feel me? And then I'm going to call out you as well to then really get your attention. You feel me? So let's see. Let's see if Kendrick actually comes back with a response
level possible. Kendrick Lamar's whole sentiment about beef and dissing people is that if a rapper really has a problem and they really do want to go toe to toe, the way to get him outside has been sitting within his lyrics for years, as Kendrick told us if we go back to a track like Element, for example.
I'm done spending an obscene amount of money on Take It Every Done.
I'm getting back on track with Factor. Fresh.
That you shouldn't throw rocks and try to hide your hand, and if you want him to pop out and want to see the boogeyman in a beef, just say his name and that will follow. And now for the first time in this entire run, and in this hyper-competitive setting at that, Joey has taken a leap in hip-hop, and he has become the first person to mention him here in this type of way. And he didn't just allude to something that Kendrick did in the past, like his Control verse, which we saw on the Cypher already, but Joey was really trying to send a message to him, as he said, I salute you, Kenny, but I know you well aware. You looking for some competition, then just know that I'll be right here. And now, of course, while the lines themselves are not crazy in terms of them saying anything or having any sort of crazy wordplay or diss in them, I mean, just the sheer idea in this time of having a rapper stand out with their chest and put this on wax after all of the crash out, losses, and apologies we have seen that have all been because of Kendrick's greatness and skill in competition, whether we look at J. Cole, Drake, or so many others. I mean, of course, while Joey may end up regretting this in the long run if he actually can get what he wants, he has been the first and only MC in the entire genre to actually believe in himself enough to go against Kendrick, while he has been on the most dominant run we have seen from a rapper arguably ever, and while he has been the
100%. But I give 100% props to Joey Badass for saying it with his chest. You feel me? Saying it with his chest, and not only that, dissing the nigga's whole label. You feel me? The whole little group, he dissed the whole group. You feel me? He's saying it with his chest, and he's letting the world know, no, nigga, I'm standing on this. I'm not going to apologize and back. I'm standing on what I say, and now I want you to respond. And I feel like he's going to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until this nigga responds. Y'all let me know, do y'all feel like Kendrick Lamar will respond to Joey Badass? You feel me?
The biggest star in not just hip-hop but the entire music industry, as he came off a rap beef in terms of the back and forth of it all that left one guy apologizing and the other guy hiding behind paperwork. And now when you look at the rest of this track and the message Joey is sending, while of course time is still yet to tell if Kendrick will respond or engage in this in any way, Joey did clearly try to include lyrical swings here that would push him to respond to him, because no matter how the difference in Joey and Kendrick's success levels are and all that, Bar to bar and in hip-hop culture, Joey has been the face of lyrical hip-hop in New York, no matter what that has meant for all of it over the last 15 years, really. And I guess from that perspective, if Kendrick is the king of the West and is really the Tupac of this generation, well, in terms of the lineage and what this all represents, Joey is New York's Biggie at this point. And now clearly when it comes to this whole idea of Big and Pac, and specifically here Kendrick and Pac, Joey clearly knows and understands how much Pac means to Kendrick and made sure to include a line where Joey is trying to take over the title that Pac had to get under his skin. Because when flipping a Ray Vaughn bar from his diss track that dropped right before this, Joey turned that diss into a way of saying that he really is like Tupac, as he says back to Ray Vaughn, but also sends the message and idea out to Kendrick, all by saying your mouth running cause your pockets run on low, I'm active and I'm acting, yeah, and that's something only me and Pac would know. And with this line, this is another pivotal moment in this track.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a nice bar. It was nice and subtle, but that shit was nice. He was talking his shit, you feel me?
Because now beyond calling out Kendrick by name directly, with Joey alluding to the idea that maybe he is Tupac after all because they were both rappers and actors, well, at the very least we can see that he is trying to fuel lyrical push points that would cause Kendrick to jump out and respond once and for all and engage in this lyrical back and forth. And as Joey tries to build up this idea that he and Kendrick's beef has been brewing for so long, as he goes back all the way to reference his Control response in 2013 with Illuminati Part 2 and says that that was the last time that he really dissed Kendrick, and that Kendrick really knows what all of this is about, I mean, Joey is really trying to get at him here. And as he goes on to explain that the difference is between...
So what is this all about? Y'all let me know down below in the comments, you feel me? And those of y'all that's saying, oh, I'm watching videos because I'm not informed, my nigga, it's called a reaction video. Yes, I'm watching videos that I've never reacted to get informed. Is common sense not common these days, gang? Come on.
This track, which is the finals diss, and what Joey did on the Rulers back as a whole, is that now Joey is speaking directly and he is trying to catch flight just like he was back then after Kendrick delivered what is arguably the most important feature in all of hip-hop history with Control. I mean, over everything else, no matter how you feel when we see this track objectively for what it's trying to do, Joey is trying to get Kendrick outside more than any other rapper has even thought of. And now with Joey throwing all of this out and at the same time on this track, he disses Ray Vaughn by also disrespecting Top Dog Entertainment. And even with that, he says he is trying to start Top Dog East, which once again, when we talk about Tupac, as Tupac was pushing heavy to start Death Row East back in the 90s, this really is another callback to him and Joey.
I didn't even know this, that Tupac was trying to start a Death Row East. I did not know that. You feel me? So this is something I didn't know about Tupac that I learned today. You feel me? Wow, I did not know that about Tupac. You feel me? And that also shows you, I need to stop saying you feel me. That also shows you that Joey Badass has really been going through this nigga's Kendrick's music and really listening to what this nigga's saying. Because he's saying he idolizes Pac, you feel me? And by him, he's gonna diss. Alright, y'all, we are back. Keep getting interrupted, so hopefully I can finish off this video. I don't even remember what I was saying, so let's just get it.
Joey is trying to channel this energy in general. Well, we can see that the writing for this track and what Joey did here is really pushing Kendrick to just jump out at him more than any other song has since Kendrick Lamar changed hip-hop forever and started a run like we have seen nothing like really ever at this point. Really with all of this, as Joey clearly tells Ray Vaughn here that he is not going to respond to him again because he uses the phrase Joey in 1 right after saying Knicks in 6. I mean, Joey does not want to deal with this new MC anymore, and really if he does, it's only going to keep him further and further away from ever getting the matchup with Kendrick that he wants so badly. Because even with this, while Joey has been more direct than any other MC has been about the current king of rap, he still has ways to go to get Kendrick to respond, because although he is planting the direct seeds here, I'm not sure that this will warrant Kendrick to do anything other than maybe give a few small subliminals on one of the next songs he releases. And now for Joey, I think what can get him in this moment that he wants with Kendrick, or at least make his chances better, would be to win against Daylight, who is getting ready to respond at any moment. Because if Joey can move past these other MCs who are directly with TDE, all by calling out Kendrick directly by name and putting more and more on him to try and take him down and discredit him.
I mean, if he starts knocking down TDE members like Dominoes to finally get to like the final boss, you feel me? Then I feel like Kendrick will respond. But until then, he's gonna have to knock out TDE first, like members of TDE, before he gets to Kendrick.
This will all have to amount to something, and really with this, as Joey has now been pushing this Kendrick beef and is now being direct in this very moment after building this up for now 5 months. You really wonder whether Joey just wants to try and spar with Kendrick and prove that he is the best, or if there is a bigger plan here and he actually wants to try and create a full-on turning point in hip-hop and has a diss track ready that maybe will actually turn the needle. But overall, Joey has just came at Kendrick, TDE, Ray Vaughn, Taylite, and is trying to beef with all these MCs at once. All of this rapping seems like it's only going to continue as Joey is trying to run the gauntlet to get Kendrick Lamar to respond, and really if Kendrick does get in the booth here, really just be ready to see one of the greatest moments for competitive rap that we have ever seen, because with everything going on right now, if we can really see a Joey versus Kendrick beef, man, we have not seen an actual lyrical back and forth like that in terms of the bars, in not just years, but in decades.
100%.
And so now with all of this said, let me know, what do you think of all these diss tracks that have dropped?
Yeah, man. What do y'all think about this current situation on Joey Badass dissing Kendrick Lamar and the whole, and TDE, what the fuck? TDE as a whole. Y'all let me know down below in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. The more you guys do that, the closer we hit 800, so join the family. That being said, I will catch you on tomorrow's video. We are gone.